Hello, and welcome back. I am so sorry about that last episode. I was so tired, and I just didn't want to stop. Did not want to stop, but I had to. I was literally falling asleep while I was trying to record, so that's not good. All right, so let's get busy. We need a fence for our yard. And I'm going to look at this in the smooth chocolate. Yeah, I like that better. Now, if you are just joining us, we are doing a series reproducing houses from classic houses from Ultima Online. It has been a few years since I actually played on a legitimate server, so I don't even know if the classic houses are available anymore. But back in the day, the houses that we are building is all that we had. It was one of the expansions. I'm thinking it was Age of Shadows. I could be mistaken. Brought in a customization feature, which was amazing. But we are doing the classic houses. In order to do a customized house from UO, it would basically be like just building a house in Minecraft. There wouldn't be... I really don't see the point at this time, but we may end up doing that just for funsies to see. Oh, we still haven't done the inside. Alright, well, let's do the inside first. Yeah, I was tired. Okay, so we need a bed. We're going to need chests. Regular chest, possibly trap chest. Trying to keep the trap chest down to a minimum in case somebody is trying to do this in survival mode. And trap chests aren't that difficult. You just need an iron ingot, a stick, and a wood plank to make the tripwire hook, and you get two for one deal. So you just use those with a regular chest and it makes it a trap chest. We are going to need, let's see, furnace. Alright, let's start with that. Let me go back and look at these other houses real quick. It's been a couple of days, and I've actually been doing other things in real life that needed to be taken care of. Okay, this is our first one we did, our little seating area. Chests, bed, painting. I am trying to keep these varied as much as I can. This is the one with our little mine shaft, our bed, our extra storage up top. Okay. Our bunk beds, storage up top, seating area, furnace, crafting table. Okay. And this has the loft. Yeah, the bed is up here with a couple of small chests. And then we have chests buried in the floor, chest buried in the floor, chest behind here. Yeah, you can target that. Okay, little miniature, little kitchenette type thing. Okay, so what to do for this one? Well, for one thing, let's go ahead and let's put a ceiling in. Put it in here. I can get up here. Alright, we need torches because we do not want creepy crawlies in the attic. No, we don't. Okay, that should be enough. Now we could let's see, if we went this way, could we get up here? We can. We can. Do we need these? No, we don't. That was just for the roof. Do we need these? No, we don't. Okay. These? Yes. Okay. I was afraid of that, but I wanted to check just in case. Alright, let's put that back. Alright. Okay, so let's just use a ladder. That'll take us up here, nice and smooth. And let's go ahead and just put our bed up here. And we could do chests. Well, let's not put the bed up here. Let's do chests. These should open since those are stairs. Okay. Stop that. Okay, so we have chests up here, and we could even do a couple more here. We could do a couple more here. And if we wanted to use trap chest, we could even do that. Except I don't want those there. Okay, this is definitely an attic. Alright, let's put our workbench here. And we'll stack a couple of furnaces here. And really don't like torches just up on the wall. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to use an item frame, and we will use the jungle slabs that we already have out. One there, one there, one there, and one there. And let's go ahead and, yeah, let's do we gotta do the slabs first. Slab, 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 and torch, torch, come on, torch. Get in there. Why will that not let me put a torch in it? That one won't either. Oh, because those are stairs. Okay. Interesting. It'll let me put item frames on there, but no torch. Yeah. Okay. So we have a torch at either end of the room, and it's in a holder, so it doesn't look just completely slapped up against the wall. So we have an attic, basically. Okay. That's good. We have an attic. So we can do our pretties down here. Let's put our bed here. And let's go with a different wood. Well, I think we used the jungle out here for the torches. Yes, we did. And as I've said before, you probably don't need quite this much light for a room this small, but I like the way it looks, and I'd rather have too much light than not enough. So let's do painting. That works. Okay, so we have a painting. We have chests all in the attic. I didn't even count to see. I usually try to look and see what we have. So we basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I forgot where I started counting. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. We have 13 large chests, or the equivalent thereof. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a house this small. Now I can just get back down the stairs. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and use some orchids for some color. Gots to have some color. Okay. And let's see, a little seating area. You know, we'll go ahead and leave the fence post, the jungle, because that's kind of what we've been doing. But I'm going to go with the different. Let's go with the dark oak. Yeah. Alright, and we're going to go with dark oak for the little seating area as well. And let's go ahead and put a little tablecloth on that. Let's just do white. I know that's kind of boring, but we don't want to get too psychedelic with the colors in this tiny little room. Alright, so we have a seating area, we have our bed. What's put over there? What's put over there? Well, this is not something you would probably have right off the bat. But I think I'm going to splurge because you can get them. They're not, it's just time consuming. So we're going to, let's see, how do I want to do this? Those will go, won't they? I'm pretty sure they will. Yes, they will. Alright. So we have books to read in bed. And that does not solve my problem over here. Well, we could do a little kitchen. Instead of using wool, let's use snow. And we'll go ahead and sorry, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's not put that right next to the bed. And let's put that there. That there. Okay, so kitchenette. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, what? Headgummit. That can be our vent. A hopper. So we have a little counter. We have the... yeah, okay. So I need to fix my wall because I knocked sand out of it. Knocked sand right out of it. So let's put it back in the right spot, preferably. Alright, so I would say this is a cozy little house. And again, the hopper is just iron, so it takes quite a little bit of iron if you're just getting started, but it's only decorative here anyway, so all right. And I love having all that storage in the attic. I think that's cool. Yeah, that's good. We're going to call that good for the inside. Alright, so now what to do with the outside? We could use the jungle wood. It would fit. Jungle wood is not one of my favorite building materials, by the way. But I think we're going to go ahead and stick with the theme here. Except we're going to spread these out. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's on 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's on 7. Alright, let's get fence. Give me that fence. No. Give me the fence. Why is this not working? There it goes. Yeah, jungle wood is not a favorite for me. It is a really odd. It depends on what you're building, because if you're building something that's supposed to look like it's a little used, a little time worn, then it's actually pretty good. Because to me it looks dirty. It looks used. Like birch has such a, to me it has a clean look to it. A bright look, where jungle wood, not so much. Alright, and we're not going to put anything on the sides because that's going to be for the last house. So we will go to the back and do this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on 7. Skip one for the path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on 7. Now this is not a very imaginative fence, but it works. Not really sure I like how those connected. How those grabbed over there. But I guess it'll work. Okay, we are going to go back with a hedge. Even though we did it right over here, we're going to do it again. We might make it, yeah, let's make it a double hedge this time. And let's go with, let's just use oak. No, I'm going to use jungle. If we're going to use the ugly stuff of jungle, we might as well use the pretty stuff of jungle. Oh, we need jack-o'-lanterns. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and put that on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this may not be even. I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just hiding light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have that. Okay. 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4. All right. Now that. So that's going to be their fence. So this, no, it's not. This will be our hedge, right? Yes, this will be our hedge. 2, 3, 4. Oh, get out of the hole. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And this is not about artistic design. This is just about adding some light to the yard so that it cuts down on mob spawn. That's all I'm going for here. I'm not trying to be decorative or creative with it. I'm just varying light source, that's all. And leaves are easy to get. It only takes 2 ingots, 2 iron ingots to make a pair of shears. So chances are you're going to make a pair of shears pretty quick anyway, so you can get wool without having to kill sheep. The only thing that I don't like about shears is they do wear out so fast, and we aren't able to make them out of any other kind of material. Alright, we're going to double this up. So we have a hedge like across the street, but there's enough distance that it's really not a big deal. And we're doubling it up, so it's still a little bit different. I have a pretty good imagination, but when you do 6 houses that are almost the same, it's a bit of a stretch trying to come up with unique every time. And I don't think I'm horrible, but I'm not that good that I can just... Of course, I am pleased with what we've come up with so far. We've managed to keep them all relatively unique, I think. Okay, so we have a 2 high. And let's see. What are we going to do? For trees on this one, let's do let's do jungle. Hey, why not? Let's do jungle. I wonder if we can get a 4x4 to grow. That would be awesome sauce. They don't always want to be cooperative. Oh, but it did. It's a big flippin' tree for that little bitty house. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Maybe we should have just stuck with the regular scrawny one. But we're keeping it. Excuse me. I got a tickle. I got myself choked up. That is a big flippin' tree. Oh, okay. So, I think we're good on the tree factor for this yard. I may go ahead and now we'll do a little gardening back here this time. Let's do 2. Okay. I was not expecting it to be quite that big. I don't know what I was thinking. I love the jungle, so it's not like I didn't know better. But I'm not about to go and try to bust all that out just to have a different tree. So it's staying. Alright, so we have some cocoa beans growing. We're going to stay with the jungle theme. Melon seeds, that's what we want. And I need water. And I need a hoe. I thought I was going to have to put vines. Oh, but that would be... No. We could. We could put a couple of vines on the house. That would help detract from the excessive jungle. Well, I guess we're in creative mode. We don't have to wait for it to grow. I'm trying to keep these house styles as close to the UO as I can. But I really don't like jungle. I don't hate jungle wood. It just looks dirty to me. Alright. That sheep just spawn in here? I heard a thump. Okay, we're going to put some vines on there. Okay. And we're going to do melons here. So, 1, 2, 3. Let's go right here. See how this works. Now with melons, you need to make sure they have space to have their vines sprout the melon out. They're not, you don't plant those like wheat and potatoes and carrots. Alright, so we have cocoa beans and we have melons growing in the backyard. And let's see. Let's do. You have sugarcane next door. Really don't need a whole lot for that tree. That tree's so big. Cannot get over it. I know I keep talking about it. I'm sorry. It's probably annoying. We need a gate. Gate. Okay. So, and if you've never farmed cocoa beans before, you just put 2 blocks of jungle wood down, the raw jungle wood, and you put the cocoa beans, but you have to make sure there's an extra tile because they have to have their own tile. So if this was over one, I wouldn't be able to put cocoa beans on this side if they're already on that side. Does that make any sense? I hope. Alright, and here we're going to do our little flower bed a little differently. Not crazy, but a little bit different. Actually, let's put dirt back there. Oh, I did it too close. Anyway. Yeah. And again, I like the coarse dirt for my flower beds. And let's see. I think we're gonna do daisies and dandelions. Okay. We could put a few bushes around the corners. Get a little color right up by the house. All right. I don't think we have used the lilacs yet. If we have, it's okay. We're going to use them now. Well, I said we are. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go with the rose bushes. Yeah, we're going to do rose bushes. Okay, so we have quite a bit of color in this little bitty yard. We have our double hedge, we have our monster jungle tree over there. And we have cocoa beans and melons growing in the back. Now, the materials for this particular site, if you do not know where your jungle biome is, then you're going to have a hard time with this, obviously, because this is heavy jungle. We're using jungle wood, jungle logs, jungle leaves, the melons you find in the jungle, the cocoa beans you find in the jungle. So let's look at this in regular and see what our final product looks like in vanilla. It actually looks better in vanilla, I think, this time. Usually I like it better. Oh, I don't think I brought my fence out far enough. I think it needs to come out. No, because the new fence will be right there with the next house. Yeah, that's right. Oh well. Okay. So we have a jungle kind of house here. We could bone meal it. Yeah, we might as well. We've been bone mealing everything else. But I think once we bone meal it, that should be good. We're not going to go super heavy on it, because I really don't like the grass. Really don't like it. Really don't. Okay. I think that's good. We have grass in our yard and flowers. And this actually looks better to me in the vanilla. Most of the time, I prefer the smooth chocolate. But in this instance, I think the vanilla has the better look. I still don't like that door. It's not a favorite door. Yeah, I think we did okay with this house. Lots of storage considering the floor space is 5 by 5. So, not sure about that hopper though. I guess we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Okay, so we are making progress. We only have one more to do, and that takes care of the little bitty houses, the smallest of them. Oh, we did not do a window box. I think we need to. To me, that just looks naked without it. It looks naked. Oh, whoops, I need that. And I realize I keep putting, oh my gosh, this grass is driving me crazy. I want to bust it out so bad. Urgh. But I realize I have put these window boxes on every one of these houses. But these houses are so little, and they have they're just blah. As far as detail, there's very little. What am I doing? That was silly. There's very little detail. Now, do we want these to be big ferns? That covers up the whole window, though. Yeah, let's keep them little. It's easier to spy on the neighbors if we have little plants in the window. Anyway, the design of this house is so basic. There's really not much detail, and this is all the same floor plan. Including the walls and everything, the outer walls, it's 7 by 7. So by the time you get your floor in, you only have a 5 by 5 floor, and it's just a little box with a roof on it. That's all it is. So there's not a whole lot of detail to these. So the little window boxes, I realize I put them on all of them, but I just have to. It's just too plain for me. But as I've said many times, Minecraft is about personal taste and variety and using your imagination. So if you don't like the window boxes, don't use them. And if you like it, because some people would look at this without that and say, that's plain, it needs something. And then there are other people who would say, it's not plain, it's smooth. So, and actually, you know what I think we're going to do instead? I think we're going to do this instead. Just give it some little shutters instead of the window box on this one, because for some reason this doesn't look right to me for this one. Oh darn, I broke some grass. That's just terrible. Yeah, we'll just go with the little shutters instead. One thing that always irritates me, though, you know, if you really stop and think about it, these shutters are wrong for this window. Now, if this was a 2 wide, because if this was an actual shutter and you pulled it in, this one shutter would cover the whole window, and you just have this one just there. So really, if you're going to put shutters on either side, you really need a window that's 2 wide. But we're doing it wrong, intentionally doing it wrong as far as the spacing goes, the proportion, the perspective, however you want to call it, because we need to keep our window a 1 wide, and that's just the way it is. So anyway, big old flipping tree. Alright, so when we come back, we are going to do the last of the little bitty houses. There are more small houses still to come, but after these, we're going to have a little bit more variety in the floor plan and the shape of the houses. There's not a whole lot of variety in these. It's a box with the lid, and they're all the same size. So it will get better each time we progress. We're going to go a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. I don't just say that. It means a lot to me to know that someone is watching out there, even if it's only a couple of people. I'm okay with that. Just to know that somebody's taken an interest in because your time is valuable. So if you've spent any of your time sharing in something with me, then that means a lot. It really does. So again, thank you, and we will see you later.